Every government, every economy, every institution is meant by God for the good of the human person, not the other way around. Institutions and governments are supposed to serve humanity. Humanity does not exist to serve governments. And I think this is one of the big battlegrounds conceptually.
Do you have a problem with the CCP being an atheist, godless regime now spreading their tentacles inside the United States of America?
A very big problem. We should all have a problem with that, because if God is not there, who's in charge? You know, either there is a God or I am God, or anybody who wants to be God is God, and then they start fighting because then it's all about power. In acknowledging God, that's where governments find the power to protect their people, because they realize that they, whoever they are, the president, the governor, the Congress, they are servants. And that's the difference between a government that acknowledges God and one that does not. One that does, that's where human beings have real freedom. Because if God is there, if he's real, then none of us can be God.
So are you concerned about the CCP's infiltration in this country and worried about we're losing America to a godless regime?
In our education system, we find infiltration from the CCP with various educational programs on our campuses, even in our law enforcement with the police departments that the CCP is running around our country, in the purchasing of land. I know that there's a lot of agricultural land now that is owned by the party. The infiltration via technology. I'm just learning about a lot of this myself. I can tell you so many of my fellow Americans who would be deeply disturbed by this still don't know about it, which is why your work is so valuable. And so I'm so happy to be with you here today, because our people need to learn more about this. We're just learning a lot more about it. And yes, it's very troubling.
So let me ask you a question. The CCP will not be able to purchase America's farmland near the military installation unless someone wants to sell the land. And the CCP will not be able to manipulate or weaponize the U.S. federal government agencies unless someone inside the government agencies who are willing to be used by the CCP. Yes. So what's the problem here?
We have many in our government who essentially are traitors. We have been saying it for a long time that we have people in our political system who are supposed to be serving America, but they hate America. And that is why they would be prone to the temptation to sell out to something like the CCP against their own country. We have got to recognize the problem. We've got to start identifying these people. So, no, we have to root out the traitors. They are there, and it's not always easy to identify them. But as you say, we would not be experiencing these consequences were it not for people who were making them happen.
Yeah.